Network News. I'm your host, Brian Kelly here, along with
Aaron me, out here.
Today our topic will be gerrymandering. Gerrymandering is a very debated topic here in America, as it helps some people and hurts others. So we're going to talk about that today.
Very true, very true.
So, Aaron, every 10 years, the United States of America does a census.
That is correct.
It is. And the district lines are redrawn every 10 years when that census does.
Every 10.
Now, the topic today is who's going to draw those lines. Do you know what I mean?
I understand.
So, right now, I know. The district lines are drawn according to one person, one vote, which equalizes the amount of people to district. So each one counts for the same that everyone else does.
That's correct.
So today we're going to talk about who draw those lines, okay? So, Aaron?
Well, so the legislature draw those lines, and
The state legislature.
the state legislature, of course, that was already known.
Sorry.
They draw the lines in favor of certain political parties.
We'll get to that in a second. We'll just
Sorry,
say
jumping the gun.
that
I'm sorry.
37 states draw their own legislatures,
Jumping the gun.
draw their own lines according. The state legislatures draw their own lines. Okay. In 45 states, the governor has the power to veto those, which is just like him saying,
45, right here. Look at that.
"Hell nah." He's saying, "Hell nah. I'm not taking that." So yeah. But 5 states, and only 5 states, count them, 5, have nonpartisan committees, advisory committees, drawing their lines. And that gets us into the topic of gerrymandering, that you can see right behind us there, Radebaugh Network News. Gerrymandering is drawing the lines in a way that includes more of your group of people. For instance, if I was a Republican, it's funny, but if I was a Republican, and I saw that one place had more Republicans in it over here as well as over here, and I would try and connect them. So I draw the lines just to get those Republicans in so I can win that district. You know what I mean, Aaron?
Yeah, it's just like the little tiniest of lines to connect these
it-
big areas to
but
make it
the thing
in
is,
favor of one party.
It's very hard. Gerrymandering is illegal, but it's very, very hard to prove that their intent was to gerrymander, because they can just say, that's just how the one person, one vote worked out, which sometimes is just not true at all.
Just straight up false.
So, in my opinion, and I don't know if you agree with me or not, Aaron, we'll debate that out in a second.
I'll hear it.
I think I agree with those 5 states, including California, that has their own independent committees that do it
nonpartisan
themselves.
committees.
Yes, and so they're nonpartisan. They stick truly to one person, one vote, and I think that's just obviously the best way to do it. Yet 37 states don't do it that way.
I mean, I agree with Brian on this one. You having that nonpartisan committee, no bias, it makes it so much more ethical.
Yeah. So, for instance, in Maryland, the state legislature draws it, and the state legislature of Maryland is usually pretty liberal. And so,
Just a tad.
they have moved, last census, they moved around the district lines. So, the Republicans used to have a 6-2, the liberals had a 6-2 advantage. The Democrats had 6 districts. And the Republicans had 2. The Democratic state legislature was able to move it around, that they got that down to a 7-to-1 ratio. Then the Democrats had 7 districts, and the Republicans had 1, which is on the Eastern Shore, run by Harris, whose son attends this fine institution. But besides that point, it has historically helped Republicans across the United States. For instance, in 2012, there were 1 million more votes for Democrats in the Congress.
I believe it was 1.4 million.
In the congressional, congressional election.
There it is.
Yet, the Republicans won.
Fun.
Gerrymandering for you right there. So, like I said before, I believe nonpartisan is the way to go, just as the 5 states do it. And the census coming up in 2020, hopefully more states can get on board with the nonpartisan committees, and that those 37 states that draw their own can stop. I mean, Aaron, I would just call it corrupt.
There's no other way to put it. It is straight corrupt. Don't cry. It's okay.
It's just,
It's okay.
okay.
It'll be okay.
So, that is my opinion, and Aaron agrees with my opinion. We have
I
the same
do.
opinion. We believe that the states should have nonpartisan committees and they have them draw the lines, so it is truly down
There's
to
no-
one person,
no
one
bias.
vote. I'm Brian Kelly.
And I'm Aaron Mead.
This has been Gerrymandering. Thank you very much.